I mean, I'm on the live link, but and I ain't on yet. I'm putting them in the group me. Yeah, just can I? Oh yeah, you can leave right there. That's good. Okay, got you. Baby, come and look at this and make sure that my angle is good. They see you too with your bonnet on and all that. I ain't what you mean when I do this. I told you I was going live. Can you see it? What you said, oh my God, for? Because they saw you with your bonnet. I told you they can hear you too because it's live. So don't be talking crazy.
Good, good. Chris Donnie, how you doing, Brother Swan?
Chris Donahue in the building like woo. Mr. Amir in the building like woo. Hey guys, I just put the live link in the group me, so if y'all want, y'all can see it live uh, and hear it live. So you can click on the live link. I just dialed the conference call for people who maybe don't know how to click on the link, but I got the link live because I'm gonna be going over this presentation. So it'd be good if y'all can see it. Let me know who's jumping in on the link. Can y'all see me or hear me? Who's on the link? Push the live link. Anybody push it?
I'm trying to get that.
Yeah. Some of y'all phones may not be able to let you jump on internet, so you can actually hang up on the conference call line and just press the link because you'll hear me and see me if you press the link. Like my phone won't let me dial the conference line and use my link for the internet, so I hung up. I'm talking to y'all through Kiana phone as opposed to mine. Let's see if y'all can see me on the live link. And we're ready to jump and get started here. Couple seconds. Can you see me? Okay. Anybody on the call that's on the link?
We're jumping on it now.
We're gonna get started here in just a second. Let me pull up the scoreboard right quick to get our top two. Okay. Hey, how I look? I look nice. Huh? Do I look nice? Testing.
I can see your but
You can you can
y'all
see me?
about to get started.
Yeah, we about to get started. Y'all can see
Yeah,
me?
I can see.
All right, good. Okay, good. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started, guys. So again, anybody that just joined the call, I put a live link in the keep that right back so I can see how I see myself for a minute. Uh, I know. Yeah, you can leave that though, so I can't hear it. All right, so guys, again, if you're on the conference call, I put a live link inside of the group me so that we can go through this presentation and you can see what I'm going through because I'm gonna go through this live presentation. I'm also gonna go through the transition into the beneficiary because I think that's something, guys, as we go through the wintertime months, we got to make sure that we're at least getting 3 to 5 referrals minimum at each house to keep us going. So hopefully you guys clicked on the link. I prefer you guys click on the link. You don't got to be on this conference line. You can actually hang up the conference line, hit the link because you'll see me live versus just listening. So you can see the presentation and the things that I'm going to be going through. All right. Anybody else that's on live? Can you see me? Can you hear me? I'm about to get started. All right, good. All right. I'm gonna take it that y'all see me. Take it that y'all hear me. I'm about to get rolling. All right, so guys, this morning we are coming to you via live link. Again, if you're late joining on the call, let me stop the dings, but you can also click the link that I just put in GroupMe and it'll let you see me. So let me stop the link, let me stop the recording and the dings. Hold on a second.
All participants are muted and they can unmute themselves. Please enter your subscriber PIN followed by the pound or hash sign. Please wait. The recording has started.
Okay, guys, so we're going to get started. So we're going to go over the presentation this morning and how to effectively do the presentation, and then also how to transition over to the beneficiary and emergency contacts. So some of the things that I'm going to go through on the presentation, you'll be able to see it. You'll see how I present it. You'll see how I talk to the clients, so we can make sure that we effectively presenting to the point where the clients, A, see the business opportunity, and B, also see the benefit of getting the product for themselves. Can't give me a blank piece of paper. See the products for themselves. So let's go through it. So I'm going to talk to you guys for two aspects. One is as if I'm sitting right in front of a client, and then the second thing as if just to teach you and to go over some concepts and principles that I'm sharing. So I'm gonna go ahead and go right into the presentation. We're gonna skip over form. Probably next week I'll go over the form, how to effectively do form to warm the client up and get them comfortable to where we're going. So I'm going over the 6-page presentation, and you guys can follow along with me if you on the live link. So so thanks for allowing me to come over with Ms. and Mrs. Jones. We're here as a part of Chris Training. Chris been now working with the company about a week now, and what we do initially is we help him to learn how to do the business with friends and family members, people that he knows, that he trusts, and that will give him their true opinion. So when we go through this presentation, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, I want you to think about it from two perspectives. Number one, some things that you can tell Chris that you saw about the business that A, may cause him a challenge, or B, help him to be better along the way. The second thing I want you to look at is that number one is, do you see how our products and services benefit people that we sit down and talk with? And then B, if you can see a benefit to the service for yourself and your family, could this help move you and your family along the way? So let me talk a little bit about our company, who we are, what we do. Number one, we're Primerica. And Primerica is the largest independent financial service marketing organization in North America. What I mean by the largest, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, is that we have more than 130,000 licensed representatives across the Canada, United States, Puerto Rico, Guam. So when I say largest, there's no other financial service company that has more than 130,000 licensed representatives. And we'll talk about that a little bit as we get to the opportunity part and how we're able to have the success that we've been able to have. We're listed on New York Stock Exchange up under the ticker symbol PRI. So in the morning when you get up and you hear the Dow is up, the Dow is down, we're actually one of the companies that heavily dictate the flow of the American economy. Our company started trading at $15 a share. And opening up at $15 a share, we closed that day at $25 a share. And today, our company traded at over $120 a share. So imagine if you had invested in our company when we first opened up some 10 years ago, about 8 years ago, in 2010. Imagine if you had thousands of dollars, $20,000 that you invested in a stock that was trading at $15 a share. Today, you over $120. So you would have got $100 per every $15 that you invested. And imagine you invested again $20,000. Where would you be sitting there right now? So a company of that magnitude, seeing how we're growing, seeing how we're successful, would you have a problem with doing business with a company that's growing at that magnitude? See right there, we ask little what we call mini commitment questions. And the reason we ask those mini, the mini is MINI, those mini commitment questions, because you don't want to get to the backside of your presentation and start looking for them to commit to you. You get them to commit along the way. would you have a problem with doing business to a company with that magnitude? Because when we in our presentation, guys, sometimes your client's gonna tell you, well, I want to think about it. Well, you know, what do they want to think about? Now, I don't directly ask them, what do you want to think about? Right? Because that can come across rude or whatever. But when I say when people typically want to think about it, there's three things they typically want to think about. Number one, they want to think about the stability of the company, right? They want to think about the stability of the company. And we talked about early on in our presentation how our company's been around for 41 years and we went public in 2010. So in 8 years, we went from $15 a share up to $120 a share. So when you're thinking about it, with a company that magnitude, would you have to think about doing business? We talked about, would you think about doing business with a company that magnitude? Your answer was no, so it couldn't be the company. So the second thing would be the product itself, and whether or not you feel like your family needs $350,000 worth of insurance, or the price that's associated with it. So with the price, you think about, you need $350,000 worth of insurance, but that may not be in your budget. That's why we show $100,000. That's just $30 a month, $1 a day plan. The third thing to think about is me, the agent. Something about myself, something about the way I present it. So those three things, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, what would you have to think about? Would it be myself as the agent, or is it something that I can clarify, then explain properly? Right? And so see, now because you already talked about the stability of the company, you don't have to, when you get down to you want to think about it, guys, don't let clients just tell you they want to think about it and be like, okay, when can I get back with you? Because typically that's going to be never. It's going to be never. So you want to think about the three things they want to think about. Either they got to think about you, they got to think about the company, you got to think about the coverage of the product, or the pricing necessarily of the product. You cover what they need to think about so you can clarify their thinking. Because if it's not a money issue and all they want to think about, thinking means they need more information. So you got to right there before you leave, give them what they need to think about so we can move the ball forward. And there's only two ways. There's only two ways that you can think about insurance. You can think about it covered or uncovered. You can think about it covered or uncovered. Because even if they're thinking about it, all insurance policies give you a 30-day free look period. So you want to think about it covered, or do you want to think about it uncovered? I think that most people would prefer to think about it covered, because if they die while they're thinking, we'll cut their family a check. Right? So we got to get to the point where, guys, we even in our presentation that we're killing objections up front. We are killing objections up front. Through your presentation, you're killing objections. So we're the largest financial service marketing organization in North America, listed on New York Stock Exchange, up on the ticker on PRI. So again, when you hear the Dow is up and down, we're one of the companies that heavily dictate the flow of the American economy. Mr. and Mrs. Jones, if you look here, we have more than 2 million clients that trust us, more than 2 million clients that trust us for their life insurance needs, right? And I'm sorry, more than 5 million lives insured, and more than 2 million clients that trust us for their investments. So we're not just an insurance company, we also have people with investing for their retirement, college education for their children, or whatever their long-term savings goals is. And we named one of America's 50 most trustworthy companies. One of the 50 most trustworthy companies by Forbes magazine. Are you familiar, or have you heard of Forbes magazine before, Ms. Jones? Well, see, Forbes magazine is a company that ranks rich people and rich companies. And we've been ranked and listed in Forbes magazine over the last several years. And our mission is simple. Our mission is to help families earn more income. The biggest challenge that we find that people have in America, they just don't make enough money to live the quality of life that they want to live, to provide for their family, to put their kids in the school system they want to go to. They just don't make enough money. So our job is to help them earn more income, help them become properly protected when it comes to their life insurance. Most people have life insurance, but it's only through their job. And so goes their job, so goes the insurance. We'll talk about that a little bit more in the presentation. So help them earn more income, become properly protected when it comes to life insurance, debt-free, and move them towards financial independence. And what we mean by financial independence is positioning yourself where you don't have to where you don't have to work for money anymore. Because if you don't position yourself where you don't have to work for money, Mrs. Jones, you're going to work until you die. And we see that in our community. We see people 65, 70 years old working at Walmart, working at Sam's, working at the grocery store. It ain't because they love working at 70 years old. It's because they wasn't prepared. And our job is to help prepare our people so that when that time comes, they're positioned to sit back and enjoy the rest of their life. No sense to work 40 years, 40 hours, and can't retire, right? So we have to solve that. So let me talk about how we do it. First off, we share statistics, concepts, and theories. And one of the things that we talk about when we share statistics, concepts, and theories is how U.S. households carry debt payments And the average credit card debt is over $15,000. Most people have over $15,000 in credit card debt. We help them to eliminate that debt in the shortest period of time possible. The second thing is more than a third of Americans, they don't have any life insurance. A third of our country, out of every 3 people in our country have no life insurance. And it's even worse than that in the minority community. See, African Americans community, less than 90% of our people actually have a life insurance policy. So we're talking about we gonna see 10 people typically in our community, 9 of them have no life insurance. Third thing we talk about is how more than half of Americans have less than $1,000 saved. So in a crisis situation, they can't go to their bank and put their hands on $1,000. And typically it's because they just don't make enough money. We have solved all these problems. See, we found that in America, that if you can find a void in the earth, and then you find a way to fill that void, it creates wealth. It creates wealth for you and your family. And most of us don't have wealth. But again, who's talking to people like you and I about wealth creation? So we teach a few concepts. And one of the concepts that we talk about is actually how money works. And when you think about how money works, most people, when they say their money in a bank. They say their money in a credit union. They say their money in an insurance company, because that's typically what we've been taught. If it ain't under the mattress, it's in somebody's bank, or it's in someone's insurance policy. But you think about this, the banks and insurance companies don't keep our money in a drawer. They just wait on us to come back and pick up our money. They take our money and they're invested in the global economy. And when they put our money in the global economy, that simply means like you walk into the bank and you get a credit card. The interest rate on that credit card is 10, 12, 15, 20% return. Interest they charging you. They charge you to use your money. Right? I'm not talking, they charge people to use money that you put there. So they're getting 12, 15, 20% return, but what they're giving you back? See, you're not even getting 1% interest by putting your money in the bank, but they taking your same money and they're going to get 12 to 20% return on credit cards they lending out, on car loans they lending out, on mortgages that they lending out, on personal loans that they lending out with your money. So they borrow your money and pay you hardly nothing, and they lend your money out and make a ton. So we talk about how that actually affects your life. How does that affect your life? We talk about the power of what we call compounded interest. The power of compounded interest. And it's just simply saying that if you took $200 a month, that's $50 a week. Think about that. We eating that up on lunch money. If you take $50 a week and you invest it at a 3% return, unlike the bank is giving you at a 3% return, you think about it, right? This would accumulate over a period of 37 years. We're talking about from age 30 to age 67. Over that 37 period of time, you would accumulate at least $162,000. $162,000, more than what you put in there, and that's at 3%. And we can get you that in annuity type programs, right? At 6%, you have $327,000. This is just putting away $50 a week. This is where you position yourself when you get into retirement. But through our mutual funds and other investments that our company offer at 9%, we can get you close to $714,000. You nearing $1 million, and all you did is put away $50 a week. See, retirement looks different at $1 million. These are some of the principles and the concepts that we share. We talk about a concept called the Rule of 72. And the Rule of 72, I don't know if you heard of it before or not, Ms. Jones. Have you ever heard of the Rule of 72? You haven't? See, the Rule of 72 is something that I believe we should have been taught in school, but I never heard of the Rule of 72 until I started working with this company. But it's what the banks use to determine when our money is going to double. See, all they simply do is they take the number 72 and they divide it by whatever rate of return they give you on your money. And again, the bank don't give you not even 1%. But let's just say they was generous on your savings account, they gave you 1%. 72 divided by 1 is 72. So it takes 72 years before your money will double. And so when your money doubles 72 years later, you ain't gonna be the one around. You won't be the one around to spend it. So think about this, 72, let's say if you had a one-time investment of $10,000 in your bank account. If I got $10,000 in my bank account, I'll take 72 and I'm gonna get a 1% return on it. 72 divided by 1 is 72. So 72 years later, your money will go from 10,000 to 20,000. That sucks. Right? At 3%, 72 divided by 3, that does a little better. Your money now doubles every 24 years. So 72 divided by 3, your money doubles every 24 years. In 48 years, you'll have $40,000. But at 6%, 72 divided by 6, your money now doubles every 12 years. In the 12 years, You got 160,000. I'm sorry, in the 48 years in this scenario, you got $160,000. But at 12%, 72 divided by 12, your money now doubling every 6 years. Think about that. Every 6 years, double, double, double. Not 72 at your 1% or less at the bank. Every 6 years, that 10 grand double. You never added anything on top of it. So at the end of 48 years, when you get ready to step into your retirement, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, you got $2.5 million. See, the question is when you retire, the question is when you no longer are able to work like you are when you're young, how you want to be sitting? Somewhere where your money's getting 1% or where you position yourself to go get 12. See, $2.5 million makes more sense in my life. See, these are the concepts that we share with families. See, think about how many people you know on your phone that needs to understand this information. They got their money saved in a bank. They don't understand the rule of 72. They don't know that if they put away $50 a week, we can help them turn that to $1 million. How many people can you think of, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, that can benefit from this information? See, I want to say that to them because I want them their mindset to be prepared to do what? Give me some referrals. You think the information that I'm sharing is beneficial? Give me some referrals.
All participants are muted.
But I don't want you to think about referrals at the end of the presentation. See, I want them to be thinking in their mind about some young people or some older people, whatever, that needs this information so that when I get done with my closing and everything, they already got some people in their mind. Why? Because I dropped a little hint. I ain't going to start jotting down names because I want them focused on me because I'm about to close them some life insurance. But I do want to put that thought in their mindset because someone say, think of who could benefit from that. 1 or 2 people go come to their mind. And that's what I'm aiming to do. Mr. and Mrs. Jones, one of the biggest investments that people make is actually in their life insurance. And see, when it comes to life insurance, there's 2 types. You have what's called cash value, or you have what's called buy term invested difference. Right? And here's how they work. It's simple. If you got a cash value life insurance policy, you see John and Mary here, they both got a policy, got $150,000 coverage on themselves. They got no coverage on their children. Imagine this, kids don't die early. Citizens plan put no protection on their children because it was so expensive, they couldn't afford to even cover the kids. Think about this. They got $150,000 coverage on each other, right? Nothing on the kids, but they paying $295 a month for this program. And the reason it's so expensive because they attach a savings plan to it, right? And they tell people that you can use this money for retirement or your kids' college. So when you turn age 65, you would accumulate $124,000 in this program. It's $124,000 sitting in that program. But $124,000 sitting in that program, and they're just saying they took this policy out at age 30. So at over about a 35-year period, they would accumulate $124,000. But to access that $124,000, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, you got to fill out some loan papers. You got to borrow money to get your money. So my question always is to a client that sit with this type of account, who put the money in it? See, if you put your money in Bank of America and you got $124,000 and you needed your money, you don't have to fill out loan papers to get what belongs to you. It makes no sense for you to put your money in their policy. And when you need your money, you got to borrow. It makes no sense. So we show people a different way. See, all our job is to do is to educate families and help them make a decision that they would have made a long time ago if somebody would have explained it to them properly. And when it comes to finances, when it comes to insurance, in our community, people just not being taught the proper way of doing it. So what we did is we switched them over to buy term invested difference. And this is a simple concept. It is not confusing. We put $400,000 on John, $400,000 on Mary, $10,000 on each child. Our plan is only $126 a month. Why? Because we didn't attach a savings to your insurance. Your car insurance don't have a savings plan. Your homeowner's insurance don't have a savings plan. So why would your life insurance policy have a savings plan? So they got more than double the coverage for $169 less. Now, we do believe that person should have a savings or an investment account, but we think it should be separate from your insurance policy. So we take the $169 and we want to help them open up an investment account. Why? So they can apply the rule of 72. So they can get compounded interest on their own money. See, because we take this $169 that they were already accustomed to spending, and we take that $169 and we put it in an investment account. See, again, by age 65, 30 years later, we got them $500,000. $500,000. And that's considering a 9% return. So we got accounts that did 12% or better, but at 9%, they got over $500,000 with money they were already accustomed to spending. That at the end would only yield $124,000, and of that $124,000, if they wanted to access that money, they had to borrow and pay it back to the insurance company. Here, this is your money. You take it whatever you want to. It's nothing to borrow. And if you die, your family still get $400,000, unlike the cash value policy. You took $100,000 out of that savings account and you died, your family wouldn't get the $150,000 in death benefit. They only get $50,000 because your family now have to pay back the money you borrowed from yourself. See, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, most people would have never picked that plan if they really understood their options. We present options. So at the end of the day, most people teach their kids, their family members, that you should not buy term insurance. And they say you shouldn't buy term insurance because the plan will end. It will terminate. That's what term means. It will terminate. It doesn't last forever. It's not a whole life policy. But there's no policy that lasts forever. See, our term does end. It terminates at age 95. Whole life terminates at age 100. So all you picking is my policy going to be over with in 5 years? At age 95 or 5 years later at age 100. That's all you're picking between. So whether the policy ends at age 95 or age 100, in any of those scenarios, you're probably going to be, that's right, dead. But see, the difference of our end at age 95 is that you got a savings plan that grew at 10, maybe 12% return. And by the time you're 95, we're talking about a 65 having $500,000. At 95, you got a couple $1 million at the end of their plan at age 100. If you had not borrowed from your policy, then you'll have in cash the same amount of your death benefit. You'll have $150,000. So all you're picking about is when the policy is over, you're gonna have $150,000 or you're gonna have a couple million. Mrs. Jones, which one you think your family rather have? It makes common sense, but see, if they don't teach you this, you don't know this. So we teach a concept called decreasing responsibility. And this sums up everything that we talked about today. Decreased responsibility simply says in your early years, you need a lot of protection. Why? Because you got young children, you got debt payments, you got a mortgage, and the loss of your income can be devastating to your family. In your later years, your children are grown. Your later years, your debts are lower. Your later years, your mortgage is paid down or paid off. So in your later years, you don't need a lot of protection. You need money. You need money so that you're not working at Sam's and Walmart, where you should be retired and enjoying a quality of life. So we sum this up all in a simple concept called the dime. And the dime, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, it looks at 4 areas of your life. 4 areas of your life. You think about it, when you die, somebody got to pay for a funeral. The nationwide average cost for a funeral is $15,000. So we recommend each one of our clients have at least $15,000 to cover their debt protection. The eye in the dime looks at your income being replaced, because when you die, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, your paycheck die with you. Ms. Jones, what do you work at now? Okay, Shopper say, if you die today, how much will your husband and your children need to continue to come in? Would you say $2,000, $3,000? How much per month do they need to keep coming in to make sure that they have the same life that you provide for them? $2,000 a month? So, Ms. Jones, you look at $2,000 a month, you do that over 12 months, that's $24,000 a year that your family absolutely needs to keep coming in. My question to you is, if you die today and that $2,000 a month stop coming, what happens to the quality of life that you help provide for? What happens to your house, the cars? What happens? Does anything change about your bills because you no longer here to pay them? So what happened to your family? Right, they messed up. We're here to help fix messed up. See, my job is when I leave every kitchen table, every household, that I put them in a better position than what they were in before I showed up. See, had you died before I showed up, they would have been messed up. We educate you so you don't have to choose between your family being messed up. Does that make sense to you, Mrs. Jones? So again, asking for tie-downs, asking for commitments, many commitments, M-I-N-I, small commitments along the way. Yeah, that makes sense right there. So $24,000 a month, we do that over $2,000 a month over 12 months, that's $24,000 a year. If we did that over a 10-year period of time, Mrs. Jones, you need $240,000 minimum of protection. to make sure your husband and your children is okay financially after being emotionally devastated. They need a transition period from life with mom to life without mom. Mr. Jones, how much would you say you need? About the same thing they'll need. So that's $240,000 on you as well. The image for your mortgage, are you all buying here or renting here? You buy it, so then you put another $100,000 if that's what you owe the bank. And then the E-Last is for education costs for your kids' college. A 4-year college is easily another $100,000. Would you want your kid college certified if you die? You will. Major university, $100,000. You add another $100,000 to that, and so the way you determine how much coverage you need, you add up what your paycheck pay for. So in this case, if you look at $15,000 for the funeral, $240,000 for the income replacement, $100,000 to pay out the house if you die, and $100,000 for the college, your need is $455,000 in protection. Mr. and Mrs. Jones, that's a lot of insurance, isn't it? Yeah, but if you die today, what on this dying wouldn't your family need? If you die today, what could you say? They don't need that. They need it all. So the question ain't about if you need insurance. The question is, can you afford it? Right, Mrs. Jones, this program was free. Would you take it today? Would you take it? This program was free. Would you take it? Absolutely, because it just makes sense. So my job today is to get you as close to free as we possibly can. So we put together 3 different options, and you pick the one that you're comfortable with, because the key to protection is to make sure that whenever you die, we can bring something back to your family. You got to get your foot in the door where you're comfortable. You can always move your plan up later. But we believe that oatmeal beats no meal. We can't keep walking around allowing our families to get nothing if we die. So I come up with 3 different options for you, Mr. and Mrs. Jones. A basic, better, and the best plan. Now, a basic plan to put $150,000 on you, $150,000 on Mr. Jones, $10,000 on each one of the kids. That's just $65 a month. You're talking about $2 a day. Set aside $2 a day. Each one of you put aside $1, and your family got a basic protection plan. So if you die, you at least get $150,000. The middle plan is $300,000 on each one of you all. 10 on the kids. That's $83 a month. You both gonna pay about $41.50 a month each. With $41.50 from each of you every month, blow your budget? It wouldn't. You can both handle $41 each. So that's $83 a month, $41.50 from each one of y'all. Both of y'all set aside $10 a week. Your family got $300,000 in protection. Again, guys, getting many commitments. See, I got them to commit before I even get my third option to at least an $83 check, a $10 a week check, a $41.50 check per month from each one of them. Many commitments, M-I-N-I, many commitments along the way. Or your need is $455,000 on you, $455,000 on your husband. That's right at $141 a month. So when you look at these 3 options, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, you all know your family situation way more than I do. And that if you passed away, what the other spouse will need, Mrs. Jones will need if you pass Mr. Jones. You know that situation way better than I do. So thinking about these 3 options, I want to think about, yes, what you need, obviously, but also what you can afford comfortably right now today to start protecting your family. So looking at these 3 options, which one is best for you and your family today? And they pick a program. I said, well, let me ask you a few questions to see if you even qualify for a program. In the last 10 years, have you had any diabetes, any high blood pressure, any cancer, total paralysis, multiple sclerosis, lupus, Hodgkin's disease, mental or nervous disorders, blood, brain, kidney problems, respiratory issues? All right, they're saying no to all that. All right, congratulations. You all qualify to protect your family. What date of each month would you like the premium to be doing? So I'm going to finish out my application process and my policy is closed. See, now that my policy is closed, I'm going to ask Mr. Jones, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, how long have I been here? See, I'm training and teaching. We didn't start the recording until 10 minutes after 8, but it's 8:34, guys. It's 8:34, 24 years, 24 minutes later, even with teaching and breaking down concepts, 24 minutes later, I'm not in their house sucking up all their empire time. I'm not in their house sucking up all their power time, their greenleaf time. 20 minutes later, I close the application. And even in teaching you, I'm done. 20 minutes later, 24 minutes later, I'm done. Because I gotta be done. I can't be in here talking a whole hour, embellishing how smart I am, spending 30 minutes on the rule of 76 that they're not gonna remember anyway. I'm done in 20 minutes and I got a life app. Right? So I'm done in 20 minutes and I got a life app. Then now I'm saying, Miss Jones, listen, how long was I here today? Oh, you say about 20, 30 minutes at the most, right? And I protect your family in 20, 30 minutes at the most. And Mr. Jones, when you get done with it, all I really explain to you when it comes to insurance is a simple concept called the DIME, D-I-M-E. Debt protection, income replacement, mortgage protection, education. This is what your family needs. If you die today, this is what they need to continue to happen. Is this a difficult concept or is this pretty simple to learn? You agree it's pretty simple to learn. So let me ask you this, Mr. Jones. You all picked the plan for $83 a month. Think about this, Mr. and Mrs. Jones. You picked the plan for $83 a month and you did it over 12 months, right? So your investment on that policy is $1,000 a year. See, with our company, when I first came in, I started training. We work like a franchise type model. What happens is that you write a check for $83 a month. That's $1,000 a year. When you first start out training with our company, you get a 50% contract. Simply means you get 50% of that $1,000. What's half of $1,000? Right, $500. That's what you would have made if you had did for me what I just did for you. You'd have made $500 sitting here in 20 minutes. You'd have made $500. But see, then you move up to the franchise owner contract, and it's a 110% contract. And that contract will pay you 110% of what they pay for the year. So the same work done, same 20 minutes spent, you'd have made $1,100 as opposed to $500. Mr. and Mrs. Jones, if I can show you how to make either $500 or $1,100 in less than 20, 30 minutes time frame, is there a logical reason why you want to consider working with our company? Any logical reason why you want to consider that? No. Well, listen, your first 20, 30 appointments, I go with you. I do the talking. I have explained to the people the concept. And you get paid while you're training. And some of the people that we sit down with go think just like you thought. Man, this be too crazy to pass by. I'm going to make $500 to $1,100 in less than an hour time. And this dude going to do most of the talking? That'd be kind of crazy to pass up. And so when they come and work with us as well, they join your franchise, not mine, your franchise. So think about it again. If you're at the top contract where you at 110%, getting $1,100, you hire them in and they're getting $500. The company gonna pay a total of $1,100 no matter what. So if your cousin joined the business, made $500, you get the difference between the $500 and $1,100. So you'll make $600 every time your cousin do it, and you wasn't there. See, my job over the next 90 days is get 10 of your cousins, 10 of your friends, or whatever to come work business in the business with you, in your franchise with you. Because you bought a McDonald's franchise, you ain't buying so you can flip the burgers. You bought it to get paid because burgers getting flipped. So you think about this, $600 a month times 10 people, you made $6,000 a month. It did not require your time. Somebody else sat at the table. Somebody else spent 30 minutes or less to make them $500, and because they made $500, you made $600. 600 times 10 people doing it, they only do one a month. That's $6,000 a month. But man, what if they got decided to do one a week? Imagine your life at $24,000 a month. So listen, to get involved with our company, you got to get licensed, certified. We walk you through the process. Walk through the process, you'll be certified within a week. And the certification license process is only $124. You're gonna put that on your MasterCard, you're gonna put that on your Visa today. On your Visa, good. Let me ask you a few questions, make sure you qualify. Boom, I go through the qualifying questions on the IBA. And lastly, Mr. and Ms. Jones, on your life insurance application, you put down your brother Reggie and your sister Shawn as your beneficiary. The biggest challenge that we have in the insurance industry is that debt claims don't get paid. And debt claims don't get paid because the beneficiary never knew about the policy. So in the effort to make sure that that doesn't happen to you, we fill out these beneficiary certificates and we deliver them to your brother. We deliver this to your sister. So they make sure that they understand, they know that when you die, what your instructions are. Why the die was important. We put this in their hand to make sure your wishes are honored. Does that make sense, Mr. and Mrs. Jones? Right? So we already got your brother and sister name. The only thing I need here is your authorization to deliver the certificate to them, and then we can go ahead and put their phone number here. So you put your signature and your brother's name, phone number there. All right, good. And then you need your sister's name and phone number there. Okay, great. So there's two beneficiaries now. If we can't get a hold of your brother and your sister, we need 3 emergency contacts. So if I got 2 tickets to the Chiefs and the Rams game, you know, Chiefs lost, but in the Super Bowl, we're going to do better. Chiefs going to win in the Super Bowl. But I got tickets to that Super Bowl, 2 tickets to that Super Bowl. Who you going to take with you? Let's be your emergency contact. Who you going to take to the Chiefs and Rams Super Bowl with you? Okay, Jerry. Okay, great. Put Jerry down. All right. Now, if you got 2 tickets to your best concert or favorite concert, you can't take Jerry. You can't take your sister or your brother. Who you taking to that concert with you? Okay, Tanya. Okay, great. And then lastly, I got 2 vouchers to take you to your favorite restaurant, Ruth Chris or whatever. You can take one person. It can't be Jerry, can't be Tanya, can't be your brother, your sister. Who you taking? Okay, great. That's your third emergency contact. Great. Great. So just real quick, I think you pick up the phone and get them a call and simply say, hey, I took out life insurance policy. I named you my beneficiary. I need you to speak to my agent. That's all I need you to say. Okay. Hey, how you doing, Jerry? This is Rondell. As your sister said, she took out a life insurance policy and she named you the beneficiary. The biggest challenge we have in the insurance industry is debt claims don't get paid. And debt claims don't get paid because the beneficiary never knew about the policy. They never knew how to file a claim. They never knew who to reach out to. So we make sure that that doesn't happen, and we bring you over a certificate to go through how to process a claim and to go through what your brother's wishes is in the event of his untimely death. Is today good for you? Because my last appointment canceled. I can run by today when I get done here in about the next 10 minutes. Or is tomorrow better for you? Okay, great. What you said your address was again? Now I'm writing the address on the beneficiary certificate, and I'm going to go ahead to that next appointment. So, guys, that's what we look at. Mr. and Mrs. Jones, thank you for your time. Appreciate you trusting Primerica for your life insurance needs. Got any questions, make sure you feel free that you give me a call. But listen, before I leave, our company, we have the largest brokerage for auto and home insurance in the country. Most people only auto and home insurance, they call 2 or 3 companies, and whoever's the cheapest, that's who they go with. Well, that don't mean just because out of those 2 or 3, they were cheap, that was the best one for you. So companies dictate your rate based on how much money they made in your neighborhood. And our job is to help you find the company that make the most money in your neighborhood so it can pass you back the most savings. If I can free you up $60 to $70 a month on your car insurance, that might take the place of what you just invested for your life insurance. That makes sense, Mr. and Mrs. Jones? So let me see if we can put some of this money back on your table, because you're going to find out 1 or 2 things. When you call this number, you're going to find out that you're actually with the right company, the best company that make the most money in your neighborhood, or you're going to find out that you're overspending. So it's going to take you about 7 to 10 minutes on a call with them. They're going to give you a quote. And then just give me a call back as soon as you hang up with them to let me know how much you save. So let me use your cell phone. I'm going to go and dial you up and get you online with them. Hey, this is Ronell with Primerica. I got Miss Jones here. They want to get a quick auto quote. My solution number is FUF97. Hey, Mrs. Jones, they're going to take your little information about you and your vehicles and give you a quick quote. Give me a call as soon as you get off the phone with them. Let me know, because we keep statistics on how many of our clients we saving money. One of my agents, Chris Donahue, they saved a client about $134 a month a couple days ago. So won't you take a call and let me know where we stand at? I'm trying to beat him out this month. All right, well, thank you. I'll call you later. Call me when you get done. Thanks. All right, bye. So, guys, that's it. That's your whole presentation in a nutshell. We at 8:42 right now on my card. We started at 8:12, 8:10, 8:12. So in 30 minutes, 30 long minutes, guys, 30 long minutes, we did a life hack. We did a full presentation. We did a dive. I explained this stuff along the way. We 30 minutes in, guys. We did a life hack. We did an IBA. We got them on the phone with the auto and home. And when they call me back to say how much they saved or didn't save, I'm going to tell them about that brochure I left them behind for a Vivian home loan system. See, I want to give myself a chance to get this money. Vivian, prepaid legal, whatever. I got my brochures right here. I'm going to give myself a chance to make some money. I made my money on my life insurance. But I need to get, hey, listen, give me some more money on this auto home. I can give me some more money on this Vivian protection plan, close the life insurance policy on a young lady yesterday. And we closed the policy. When I got done closing the policy, I said, listen, your sister's going to get that money with no instructions. We got a program, man, prepaid legal. It takes care of your tickets 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You got a lawyer on retainer. You need legal advice. You got a ticket. You're tired of paying all those fees to the lawyers. This is, you pay $26 a month. It's going to cover all that. But on top of that, the biggest benefactor is you get a free will with that. So if your sister don't get $150,000, $300,000 with no instructions, what's going to end up happening? She get that kind of money with no instructions. She's going to go buy her a nice fancy car. Credit probably bad. She's going to buy it with cash. Might get some little piece of house. But when your kid's 18, 20 years old, ain't nothing left. Because somebody who never had a finance course, never understood money, and they get $150,000, $200,000, $300,000 at one time, no instructions, they're going to do what we do. They're going to do what we do. So prepaid legal plan help to avoid that and a lot of other issues in your life. And that's what I said to them. So now we got a prepaid legal and a life insurance plan. So guys, we got to get savvy at utilizing the things that we got on the table, and we got to get efficient with our presentation. But efficient don't mean I'm there 2 hours. I'm there in your house 2 hours, baby. You better believe, number one, I can't get no beneficiary appointment set up because I'm trying to get to your brother's house. If you use my last appointment, I'm trying to get to your brother's house. But then the second thing is, if I'm there 2 hours, you better believe we got an IBA, we got a life app, we got a top 25 list built, and we got some appointments set. So be efficient. Be efficient in your presentation. And if you're efficient in your presentation and you go through these processes like I just showed you, you walk out with all the cookies. You want to walk out with the cookies, baby. Not just out there presenting for entertainment and walk away and disappoint your recruits. If you wasn't getting no life insurance app, you wasn't getting no IBA in, I would have been done with you in 12 minutes. 12 minutes, baby, because why? I asked for many, M-I-N-I, many commitments along the way. M-I-N-I, many commitments along the way. Right? So, guys, listen, that's what I got this morning. We got 16 minutes. I'm 14 minutes ahead of schedule. I did a whole presentation. I'm 14 minutes ahead of schedule. Yeah, we usually here about an hour. But I'll take any questions. Anybody got any questions? You can hit *6 if you're on the live line, or you can actually type it in the video. How about that? You can type it in the video. I'll say your question, and I can answer your question right on the live link. So some mornings, guys, we're going to go live on the link, especially when I got things like this that I want to present to you. And the more we talk about these annuities, guys, and things like that, we're going to do a live link. Saturday morning training is going to be phenomenal. We're going to go into a little bit more on the annuities. And guys, you can do annuities, again, without a life license. I got a presentation that was put together that we're going to go through to help you understand annuities. Again, just with your life insurance license alone, you can get annuity programs in place. So Saturday morning, we're going to be talking about the annuity program. And we're also going to be going over the program that's rolling out where it allows your new recruits to bank as much money as they want to while they work on their life license. You know, Primerica, for every 1 by 1,000 they do, Primerica is banking until they get licensed $100 for every 1 by 1,000 they do. So you may have somebody that's having problems passing the test. Well, you can still keep them rolling in the field because Primerica, for every one recruit 1,000 they do, they put another $100 in that bank. So now you can keep them rolling. You can keep them rolling because they still making money. Plus they get paid when they order on home. Because you made the call right before you left. They get paid on a vivid loan, they get paid on prepaid league, and they stacking $100 for every 1 by 1 that they do. Every 1 by 1,000, they stacking $100. So if you did 10 by 10 with this person, they got $1,000. And they can log to their POL when they only app is showing them that their money is growing in their account. Man, there's some great things going to happen in primary. So you got to make sure you position it. Right now, you got to get as many recruits in as you possibly can. Many recruits in as you possibly can. Congratulations to Tilden. Dropped the IBA in on last night. Congratulations, right? But you got to get as many IBAs in as you possibly can, guys, so we can go blow this thing up because Primerica just keeps getting better. It keeps getting better. But see, we got to jump in on this momentum wave. Today, guys, fight to go get some appointments. Fight to go close somebody before Thanksgiving. Right? Tomorrow, while you have your Thanksgiving festivals and you're going around picking up places, some people in your family house you're going to be over eating, or they're going to be over there at that house that you're eating at, that they can get no policy with you. Drop some dimes, baby. Drop some dimes. And then show them what $50 will do. I mean, a 50% contract will do when you pick up an $80 check. I did it all in 30 minutes. So can you. So anyway, don't look like anybody got any questions. If you was on the line, you would have hit *6 as I muted everybody. But don't look like nobody got no questions. I don't see no questions on the text line either from the video. So guys, that's the end of our presentation. That's in our conference call. We ain't having no conference call tomorrow. It's gonna be Thanksgiving. We're gonna be eating up some stuff. I hope y'all eating up some stuff. Happy Thanksgiving to all of my Primerica family, guys. Again, congratulations to Matt and June here for going over 50,000 guys. See you guys in St. Louis on Saturday. Oh, one last thing. Saturday, December the 1st, I think it's the 1st of December, that's Saturday, we're doing a Super Saturday in St. Louis, guys. We're getting together with all the regional vice presidents in St. Louis, and we came out with some clubs, some different clubs. We come out with the $5,000 club, and that's for people who've made over $5,000 on a part-time contract. So when you start in the business, you made over $5,000. We got if you're going to be a part of the Gold Seal Club. And after that Super Saturday, everybody that's part of the Gold Seal Club goes to lunch on the RVPs. You get to go to lunch with the RVPs on the RVPs, and you're going to get nuggets from all the RVPs that's making six figures. They're going to share nuggets with you. So there's going to be Saturday, December 1st, a Super Saturday in St. Louis, guys. All the RVPs come together, and the people that's a part of that club, $5,000 club. We got a $10,000 club. With the $10,000 club, you get a special lapel pin that's showing you over $10,000 that you made over $10,000, guys, since you've been in Primerica. We got a $20,000 club with $20,000. You get the Gold Seal polo shirt showing you over $20,000 in income. Guys, at $30,000, you go from the Gold Seal polo shirt. I forget what you get at $30,000. I'm doing like at $40,000, you get like a blazer. $50,000, obviously, Primerica is going to get you to watch, like Matt and June just got, but now they got online from being a part of the Gold Seal Club. They also get, when they get to 75,000 income, the wife will get Michael Kors bag, and the husband gets some Gucci shades. Guys, at 75,000, this is a club that we put together here locally in our hierarchy, and then at 100,000, you get your ring. So we want to go from milestone to milestone to milestone. So we want you all to be checking your Primerica Now link on your app to see where your cash is. When you get to 5,000, guys, special recognition. Every month we're gonna have a Super Saturday. Every month we're gonna have a Super Saturday. This month is gonna be at JB First office. She got an immaculate office. Holds about 200 people, guys. So all the RVPs gonna come together, guys, and we're gonna have a big celebration, and we're gonna recognize everybody who went over $5,000 since they've been in Primerica. 10,000 since they've been in, 20,000 since they've been in, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 75,000, 100,000 guys. So we're gonna start doing this every Saturday, but it's gonna be 2 hours of some good training, the recognition, and we're going out to eat after a couple hours with the winners of the Gold Seal Club. You want to be a part of the Gold Seal Club, and guys, we're gonna grow our organization every month. We're getting together every month. That first Saturday of that month, close out. We're gonna do the recognition for the hierarchy, but we're gonna have a special Gold Seal recognition. Gold Seal recognition. Everybody who get into the Gold Seal, they go to that lunch, and once you hit a milestone, you in the Gold Seal, so you'll go to that lunch every single Saturday with the RVPs. The first Saturday when you qualify for Gold Seal, when you qualify, we pay for your lunch. Now the next month you can still go to the lunch and get the nuggets from the RVPs and understand what you need to do to go build your business for people that make $100 grand. Or got an RVP contract and only wait till 100 grand, you get to learn from them in an intimate environment. But then the second month, you got to pay for your own unless you went the next level up. So if you went from 5 grand to 10 grand, we still got to pay. You went from 10 grand to 20 grand, we still pay. So if you're fighting to hit a milestone every month, yeah, dinner's on us. But once you're in the club, you always get a chance to come to the dinner. You're going to get preferential seating at the meeting. You're on the front row where we got those goodie bags. How Kiana came out with the goodie bags and the chips and the water and the salt where everybody else is there hungry and sweat. The Gold Seal members get the front row preparatory seating and eating. So man, we're gonna do some great things with this thing. If you didn't get registered, guys, for the retreat, guys, make sure you go online and get registered for that retreat. I put the link in the group me, guys, but it's filling up. It's only gonna hold 100, 150 people. And we got a few $1 million earners who's gonna be down at the retreat. So make sure that you get plugged in and let's go get this thing done, guys. Thanks for getting on the call. We'll see you at the TOP.